No? Yes, OCM and ECO are also there. All the 4 subjects video lectures are. Economics is taught, OC is still under progress, but if you miss out anything of economics, accounts and stats, up till now all the lectures have been recorded. Up till now I was recording at Pujay complex batch. Now I have started recording here instead of Pujay. Okay, your batch is more decent and good. So therefore I have started recording it here. Nothing against that batch, but here the recording would be better, I feel. So I have started recording it here. Okay, now take out page number 17. Listen carefully. Page number 17. Do you find the worksheet is already there? Yes. So that worksheet on page 17 we are solving now. You have to answer in the pamphlet itself. I am writing it on the board. I will discuss around, silence everyone, I'll discuss around 20 or 15 items and then you'll try the rest on your own. These names of accounts. Now, I'll explain the first 2, then I'll start asking. So, listen carefully and be attentive. Okay, how we are supposed to do this. First is cash. In brief, we write account as A/C. Okay. Now, be attentive. We studied earlier that cash is current asset. Therefore, it is real account. In explanation, you will say the reason which is current asset. Understood this? Written that? In type of account mention real, and in explanation or reason you will write current asset. Furniture is fixed asset, therefore that is also real account. Now raise your hand. Machinery. Ship. Reason? Yes, same reason. Read on everyone. Machinery account. Real. Fixed asset. Yes, who's talking in between? No one should be talking in between. Then, Nisar, salaries. Yes, read on everyone. Salaries account. Nominal expense. Then, interest paid. Raise your hand. Why others are not participating? Patel?
Nominal.
Isn't? Yes, read on. Interest paid, nominal expense. I said no discussion in between. Then carriage. Rodriguez?
Nominal expense.
Yes. What is the meaning of carriage, be attentive? As the name suggests, carriage. The amount paid for carrying the goods from one place to another is called carriage. But it's a small distance. Small distance carriage means From Subhanpura, if I have to send the goods at Alkapuri, then I'll use that tempo. So whatever amount I'll pay to that tempo wala is called carriage. Is everyone clear with it? There are two types of carriage. When you purchase the goods, it is carriage inward. And when you sell the goods, it is carriage outward. So carriage inward is the carriage paid at the time of purchase of goods, and carriage outward is the carriage paid at the time of sale of goods. But both are expenses. Got it, everyone? So write down carriage account, nominal expense. Harmi, video record is going on. Why are you talking in between? You're talking.
I'm seeing or not talking.
Don't see in front of me. Yes, be ready further. New term is there. First of all, you pronounce it as demurrage. In the notebook, give this heading. U is silent. You will not pronounce it as demurrage. U is silent, you will pronounce it as demurrage. So in the notebook, demurrage, write down and understand the meaning first. Write it later, understand it first. Suppose we transport the goods by railways and we get the goods today. Today is Wednesday. We transport the goods from Bombay to Baroda through railways and we get the delivery of goods today. Now normally railway authorities give you some time period to take the delivery of those goods. So it is not that 5 o'clock the goods come to the railway station, 5 you have to remove it. They give you some time period. So suppose they allow us the time period of Thursday. That latest by Thursday we should take the delivery. Two reasons to take it as early as possible. Reason one, if you don't take the delivery of those goods from there, then the other goods which will be transported, there will be no space to keep those goods over there. So it is necessary that you take out your goods as early as possible so that the other goods which are coming can also be stored over there. Reason two, they have to take care of your goods. Your goods are lying there, such heavy rains etc. take place, they'll get damaged and then they'll be responsible for that. So they insist that you take the goods as early as possible. They give you some time period for that. Suppose they give the time period that by Thursday morning 10 o'clock you take the delivery of goods. If you don't take the delivery by Thursday morning 10 o'clock, then they charge you penalty. They charge you penalty for removing those goods later than the date they have allowed, which is called damage. So Thursday you don't take it, suppose you take it on Monday. Then they have to save and take care of your goods for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days extra. Moreover, those 4 days they cannot keep any other goods. They charge you penalty for those 4 days, which will be called as damage. Is everyone clear with this? So write down in the notebook, penalty paid. Did you give the heading demurrage? Penalty paid on late removal of goods. Penalty paid on late removal of goods. Full stop, it is an expense. Okay, it is an expense of which account? Nominal. Write down in the tablet, nominal, reason, expense. Anyone who did not understand this? All are clear with the meaning of demurrage? Then 8. Raise your hand. Alka stores. Robin?
Personal artificial.
Yes. Write down Alka stores personal account. Artificial. Artificial person. If it is only Alka, natural. But Alka stores. Stores means they are talking about some shop. So that is an artificial person. Right, everyone? Then Dhruvi, Deepak Dalal. Personal reason. Deepak is artificial. Deepak Dalal is a natural person. Write down Deepak Dalal. Silence. Personal. And the reason it is artificial person. Sorry, natural person. Silence everyone. Then loose tools, write in the notebook first now. Now what are loose tools? Understand the meaning? All the equipments in the business which are scattered and they are of very small value, they are called loose tools. For example, hammer, nails, nuts, bolts, screws, screwdrivers, all such equipments are called loose tools. Now tell me, do they remain in the business for short period of time or long period of time? Long period of time. But still we take them as current assets. They remain in the business for a long period of time, but still we take them as current assets. Reason? Because their value is very small. Fixed assets generally include big value items. Land 50 lakhs, building 1 crore, machinery 20 lakhs, furniture 5 lakhs, loose tools 500. How will it look? So fixed assets generally include big value items. Current assets include small value items. The value is very small, so though the nature is fixed, but the value is very small, so we include it in current assets. Is everyone clear with that? So write down. Equipments like nuts, bolts, screwdrivers, nails, hammer, etc. are called loose tools. Full stop. They are current assets. Not only they are current assets, which type of account? Loose tools, current assets, so real account. Reason, current assets. Anyone having any doubt up till here? All of you are clear with this? Next. Raise your hand. Railway freight. I think I have explained this term earlier, right? Railway freight, the transportation charges paid for railways are called railway freight. Given nominal expense spread out. Railway freight account. Who is talking in between? Nominal expense. I said I'll be writing 20 on the board, then you'll try on your own. So keep patience until that. 12th, octroi. Okay, first let me explain the meaning. No need to write it in the notebook. Because practically now octroi does not exist. It exists only in your books. Because your books are old. Anyway, it was there in old books also and recent books revised also. Octroi means normally when you cross the borders of one city to another, then when you enter into another city, the charges paid for entering your goods into another city is called octroi. So suppose you are transporting the goods from Baroda to Bombay, then, or let us say Ahmedabad to Baroda, then as soon as your goods reach the border of Baroda, they will not be allowed to enter into Baroda border until and unless you pay these charges, which are called octroi. One more thing, they are only for goods and items. For us there is no octroi. It is not like I am standing outside Baroda and I enter inside out of the octroi. It is not for me, but if I am carrying any item with me, then that item where does your mind go? If I am carrying any goods with me, goods, not good. If I am carrying any goods with me, then as soon as I enter into the city, for taking that goods inside the city, I have to pay charges, which is called octroi. Is everyone of you clear with this? In Hindi, it is called, I am talking about octroi. In Hindi, it it is called Jakat. You all have heard? Yes. Chani Jakat Naka. Now that Chani Jakat Naka is the old border of Baroda. Now it has expanded. But otherwise, normally if you come from the Ahmedabad side, then Chani Jakat Naka was the border of Baroda. From that the Baroda begins. So the moment your goods enter inside that Chani Jakat Naka, you have to pay the charges which was called octroi. But in Baroda since last 12-15 years it is not there. After VAT was introduced, value added tax, octroi was scrapped, removed. Until 1st July it was there in few states in India. But after 1st July now it is not there in any of the states of India. Now all have got merged into GST. So it will be there in your books. But practically when you go to accounting of any business by your time, there will be nothing like octroi. But it is an expense, nominal. But octroi, nominal expense. Is everyone clear with this? Any doubts up till here? Next. Raise your hand. United Fire Insurance Company. Harveen?
Personal, artificial.
Others don't speak. Everyone's done with them. So many terms are there. United Fire Insurance Company account. Personal and reason artificial person. Please don't talk in between. 14. Gujarat Vidyapeeth account, Drashti. Yes, personal and artificial person. Gujarat Vidyapeeth account. Personal artificial person. Urvi, building, real and fixed assets. Is everyone able to understand this? Then, rent. Nominal and expense. If nothing is mentioned, then throughout the subject syllabus, accountancy, assume that it is an expense. Until they mention rent received, you will assume it is an expense. So rent account, nominal, and the reason it is an expense. Please don't talk in between. 17. Stationery stock account. What is your name? Ajal, sorry. Write down real and goods. No, real and current asset. It is stationery stock, it is not goods stock. Just now today itself I discussed that any kind of stock will be included in current assets. Okay, so stationery stock, stock of stamps, stock of advertisement material, any kind of stock will come in current assets. So stationery stock, real, current asset. If you remember, I explained you earlier also, whenever you purchase stationery, you assume it is used. If anything remains unused, it is your expense. Sorry, it is your stock. For example, whatever marker is there in the pen, whatever ink is there in the pencil, that is unused, that is stock. That is my asset because that I'll use in the next day. But whatever is written on the board becomes my expense. So stock is that unused part. That is your current asset. So it is real. Okay. Only stationery word comes, then nominal. But stationery stock comes, then real. Bank loan account. Kajal? Yes, we attended bank loan is a representative actually. It represents the bank, which is an artificial person. Okay, any kind of loan always represents the borrower or the money lender. If you have given the loan, then it represents the borrower. If you have borrowed the loan, then it represents the money lender. So it is always a personal account. Representative personal account because it represents some natural person or some artificial person. Got it, everyone? So write down bank loan account. Remember this, any kind of loan account is personal. It represents someone. Representative personal account. Any confusion in this? Then coal, gas. Anyone? Tell me.
Personal, natural.
Pravanti? It is a nominal account, it's an expense. Coal and gas is an expense of production in factory. Tell me, these days, trains run by electricity. Is electricity bill your expense? In olden days, trains used to run by coal. That was an expense to run the train. That was a fuel in the train. You understand this? Coal and gas these days are used in some factories to produce the goods. Okay? Substitute of electricity also is used someplace. So it is an expense. It is a production expense and it is not. Understood this, everyone? Around coal, gas, nominal expense. Loan given to a nickel
No, personal artificial and
representative. As I said, loan is always a representative. It represents some person to whom we have given the loan or the person from whom we have borrowed the loan. So here it represents A, who is a natural person. Loan given to A account, personal, and reason you will write representative person. Understood this, everyone? Any doubts in that? Now try all the rest in the next 10 minutes up till come to the next page. And try it without discussing on your own. Few items you will not be able to understand, leave it wherever you have confusion. Some of them I discuss today and some I discuss tomorrow as per the time. Up till computer, try all of them. After 5 minutes I discuss all of them. And whatever important points I am not able to discuss and explain today, I will explain you tomorrow. Start with the level. And I repeat, do it without discussions. Apply your own mind, then only you will understand accounts. The moment you discuss things, you get more confused. Your views will differ from others' views. In accountancy, discussion is very pattern. It is very harmful to your concepts. So apply your own logic, even if it is wrong. The reason one time you make a mistake, you'll understand the reason, you'll not repeat it. So even if it is wrong, try it completely on you. Who were absent yesterday, stand up. Tomorrow after your class, you all will go to Pujel complex. And 6 to 7, tell at your home and come that you are absent, so you are going to sit extra for the lecture cover up. 6 to 7, you'll sit over there and attend my video lecture. Got it, everyone? Yes, it is. Means complete explanation what is personal, real and nominal, that chart entirely what you have made yesterday. That you sit over there and attend. Cover it and go. Otherwise you'll have a lot of problems throughout the chapter. Yes, shall I discuss all of them?
Yes, sir.
No problem if you have not completed. I am discussing all of them. And after that, few points I am making you mark important. As time is not sufficient, I will explain you tomorrow those points. Okay? Now, last was loan given to A. So check it up anywhere. Depreciation, nominal expense. We have seen the meaning of depreciation in class earlier. Decrease in the value of an asset. Gujarat Sports Club, personal, artificial. Please don't speak in between. I'll be only speaking, otherwise few people, if they hear two things, they'll get confused. So let me only speak. I repeat, Gujarat Sports Club, personal, artificial. Capital, personal, representative. Capital means owner's account. But instead of writing the word owner, we write the word capital. No. Owner is the giver, affects capital account. So instead of using the name of owner, we use the name capital. And when owner is the receiver, then we use the word drawings. But capital and drawings both represent the owner of the business. So it's a representative personal account. Okay? Capital and drawings both write personal, reason representative personal. Bad debts, nominal, loss, subsidiary, personal, artificial, excise, nominal, expense. Excise is a production expense which again, like octroi, now does not exist. Okay, now it is GST. Earlier excise duty was paid on the production of goods. As soon as you produce the goods in the factory, you have to pay the tax to the government which was called excise duty. So it is an expense. I repeat, excise, nominal, expense. Yes, silence. If the time is less than you have not written, you can use the short forms personal P,
Yes.
real R, nominal N. Reasons also current assets here that way. Insurance premium for factory, nominal expense. Machinery repairs, nominal expense. Who are the fixed asset, real? Machinery. It's a machinery repair. Only machinery is a fixed asset, but machinery repair is an expense, nominal. Dividend received, nominal income. Bad debts recovery, nominal income. Unpaid salaries, personal representative. All are a nominal expense. If any prefix or suffix is added to a nominal account, it becomes representative personal account. Salaries is nominal, but unpaid salaries is personal, representative personal. Any doubts in this? Punching it out. Loss by fire, nominal loss. Goods burned by fire, nominal loss. Both are same. Prepaid rent, personal representative. Again, who are written nominal? Prepaid is a prefix. Prefix added to nominal, it's a personal account. Representative. Sales tax, nominal expense. Income tax, market important. Personal account. Reason right. Personal expense. Now listen carefully. If I pay income tax, I pay income tax not only on my business income, coaching classes fees income. I pay income tax on all my incomes. I'll be earning coaching class fees also. If I have invested the money in shares, I'll be earning dividend on that also. If I'm working part-time employee, then I'll be getting salary also. I pay income tax on my total income which I earn from everywhere. So I don't pay it from business. After taking the money home, I personally pay that income tax. So I don't pay income tax from business. Abhishek sir doesn't pay income tax from the business income. We all take the money home and after that we pay the income tax. For a sole proprietorship firm, income tax is always a personal expense. And we studied earlier that personal expense means you'll assume owner is the receiver. That triangle I explained you. You have business, you have owner, you have income tax department. So when you pay income tax, we assume business gives the money to and owner gives it to income tax. So income tax actually is a drawings account because owner is the receiver. So that on personal account, reason it's a personal expense, and in bracket also mention drawings. When we solve the questions, there'll be nothing like income tax account. Instead of income tax, we will be writing drawings account. Okay, when we solve the questions, there'll be nothing like income tax account, we'll be writing drawings account. Any personal expense means we will write drawings account and it is a personal account. Understood this? Next. Petty cash, real current asset. Petty cash is cash only. But the cash which is kept aside for small expenses. Therefore we call it as petty cash. Sundry expenses we studied in past periods. Yes. The cash which we keep aside for that is called petty cash. So suppose I have 10,000 rupees in the business. From that 1,000 rupees I keep it aside and give it to my cashier. That all the small expenses you spend from this only. Then that 1,000 will be called petty cash. It is cash only. It is not that petty cash means that 100 rupees is a big one And sorry, cash means 100 is a big one, petty cash means it is stringed one, nothing like that. Finally, it is cash only, but it is cash kept for small expenses. Cash is not small, it is kept for small expenses. Okay, so it is a real account, current asset. Loan receipt, personal representative, any kind of loan is personal. Post office savings certificate, real investment. Certificates we discussed yesterday, they are all investments, so real investments. Debentures, real investments. Bills receivable, bills payable, market important, I'll explain it tomorrow. Remind me, in the beginning we'll do that. Write down personal representative. Why? I'll explain it tomorrow. Machinery installation charges, nominal expense. Closing stock, real goods. Patents and trademarks, market important, I'll explain it tomorrow. Write down real. Presently write fixed asset, there is one more term of assets which I'll explain it tomorrow. Goodwill also write real and fixed assets. But I'll explain it tomorrow in detail, so remind me. Okay, bills receivable, bills payable, patents and trademarks, goodwill. These four things I'll explain tomorrow. Gold and silver, real investment. Okay, gold and silver is investment or not? So real. Bank overdraft, personal representative. Anywhere the word bank comes, personal. Shares of Saraswati Mills, real investment. Only Saraswati Mill is personal, but here we are talking about shares of Saraswati Mill, which is an investment. So real account. Praveen, personal, natural. What is the next word? Calico Mills, shares. Again shares, real investment. 8% government securities, real investment. Okay, even government securities are our investments. Apprentice premium, market important. Tomorrow I'll discuss it in detail, the meaning of that. Nominal income. But what is it exactly, I'll discuss tomorrow. Nominal income. Telegram, nominal expense. Bank of India, personal, artificial. Commerce institution, personal, artificial. Loss due to theft, nominal loss. Inox, personal, artificial. Life insurance premium, market important, personal, and write personal expense. Life word is there, so it's a personal expense, therefore it is personal account. Understood that? Only insurance premium, nominal, it's a business expense. But life insurance premium, personal account, because it is personal expense. And what will we be writing for that? Life insurance premium is a personal expense, so which account we will write for that? Drawings account. When we solve the questions, we will not write life insurance premium account, we will write drawings account. Municipal corporation, personal, artificial. Sales return, real goods. Purchase return, real goods. Canoe, personal, natural. Interest on bank overdraft, nominal expense. Bank overdraft, we pay, we borrow, so on that we have to pay interest, it is an expense. Same way, interest on loan given, nominal expense. Nominal and expense. Legal expense, nominal expense. Audit fees, nominal expense. Fees paid to check the books of accountants, to the chartered accountant we pay. So there is also expense, nominal. And computer, real, fixed asset. Computer is real account, fixed asset. Homework is illustration 4, same format. And it has those repeated items also from here. So try it on your own. Don't see the solution, try it on your own. Right? And tomorrow first we'll discuss those important items. Bye everyone.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.